We're here today. It just began to rain just now. I love the rain. The rain's always very peaceful, very quiet. So it's nice to go out and just walk a little bit. Just want to talk a little bit about being yourself. You have to be yourself. We live in a time and in a world where it's so easy for everyone to be just a copy and paste, right? Try to mimic everyone. And to be original is very rare now. It's so hard to just be yourself. I think there's so many expectations from your parents, expectations from your siblings, at your workplace, at your job, mentors, whoever's around your life. Everyone has an expectation, an idea of who you should be or who they think you are. And sometimes you could lose yourself. Sometimes in those moments, it's so easy to kind of forget who you really are. And you stop looking inside. You stop looking inside at your own heart. You stop looking inside to kind of see if who you're being right now is really you. Or if who you're being is you're basing it off what other people think of you, what other people expect you to be. So now just ask yourself, am I who I really am inside? Am I allowing myself to really look within and see if I'm being genuine? Or am I changing everything I do, my personality, the way I joke around, the decisions I make in life? Am I basing it off on what I believe other people think of me? Because if you're not being honest with yourself and taking that time to slow down and really check on yourself and check if you're being honest with yourself, you're just gonna end up being like everybody else. And I think we live in a time where people are now not being honest with the people around them. It's like they're wearing a mask. They're wearing a mask according to who they're with, the people they're with, the situations they're at. They act differently. They portray a different version of themselves. And I think that's not a healthy way of living. So some of the things that have really helped me to kind of step away from that, step away from trying to please everybody, because there came a moment in my life where there were things that I knew people expected me to be a certain thing, right? I had family members who thought I should do X, Y, and Z. There were even church friends, church leaders at my workplace, siblings. Everyone always had this idea, like Alex has to be this person. But things that have helped me is just taking that time to really slow down, taking that time to just look within and say, if I didn't know anyone, if I was somewhere very far away with no expectation at all, would I be doing what I'm doing now? Would I be who I am now? If I was, for example, in a whole different country, just by myself, I had my own place, who would I be? What would I start doing? And if that's very far-fetched of who you are now, what you're doing now, then just ask yourself, are you truly living to what you want to do? Or are you just living because of what other people expect you to be doing? And I hope you get to a point where you're able to really be yourself. And sometimes being yourself can be kind of scary or kind of be intimidating, because sometimes you think, what if I'm myself and people don't accept me or don't like who I am? And you start thinking, then if they reject the real me, then that's it. But if I portray something that people are gonna like, they're gonna accept me. And that's just very dangerous, because you're not really yourself. And I know being yourself people maybe are not gonna like you for being yourself, but that's okay. You know, you're not here on this earth to try to please everyone. You're not here on earth to try to make sure that everyone likes you. That's not the reason why we're alive, and that's not a good way to live. If you're living for that, then might as well forget about your own dreams, forget about your own self, and just worry about how to please other people. And even if you try your best and you do your very best to try to please everyone, you're never gonna do it anyways. So why spend your life trying to please people, trying to make sure that people like you, when no matter who you are, no matter if you're honest with who you are or even just being fake, people aren't going to like you anyways. So I would encourage, be yourself. Don't allow the culture, especially in the social media, where people can put up a face of who they really aren't. It's so easy to go on TikTok. It's so easy to go on YouTube. It's so easy to go on Instagram, any social media platform. It's so easy to go on there and put a version of yourself that's not really genuine. So I just really want to motivate you guys to do that and be proud of yourself. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of the characteristics you have, and don't allow people to say that you're not good enough, because you are. Who you are is the way that God made you. So don't try to be somebody else. And just remember, people are always going to say that you're not good enough, and that's fine. You know why? Because in reality, there's always things we gotta get better at. There's always things we gotta improve at. But never for other people, for other people's pleasure. Always because you before God, or you before yourself, you know that you could be a better person, and you should be working for that, not to prove anybody else or not to please anybody else. Yeah, so thank you for taking the time to listen to me talk for a few minutes. I don't even know how long it's been, but I just saw the rain and I love the rain, so I just decided to come out, walk a little bit in the rain, and just speak something that's been in my heart. And I feel many people need to listen to this, so if you want to share with other people, go for it. If not, I hope you have a blessed morning. Thank you very much. And by the way, my name's Alex. If you don't care, that's fine, but that's who I am. And have a good rest of your day.